This is Rhonda Brooks of Farm Journal. I'm with Missy Bauer up in south central Michigan, and we've been trying to put in some plots today. It's really wet here, like it is in a lot of the rest of the part of the country, Missy, and I know you've got some just suggestions for guys if they're trying to get back in the field after it's been raining in their area. What would you want to say to them?
Yeah, one thing we want to think about is if we're trying to get back into fields after we've had some rain, things are starting to dry off a little bit. But we don't want to go in there with what I'd call a horizontal tillage tool, something like a disc or a field cultivator, because we know it is wet underneath. We could really put in a pretty severe density layer. So our better choice would be trying to go out with some sort of a harrow-type tool, or in this example we have the turbo chopper here that would just lightly till, maybe 2 inches deep, that surface soil just to get it dried up a little bit and to get it fit to be able to plant. So we'd go in to try to dry it out to plant without putting in some sort of a density layer like we would if we just went out there with our field cultivator or the disc.
So even just a little 2 inches would help?
Yep, just try to rate that seed bed, that 2-inch seed depth that we're trying to plant at, just trying to dry that out a little bit, I think would be an advantage of running a tool like this.
Is that what you're going to be doing this week if you get a chance to get back in the field?
Yeah, if we're able to get back in the field this week, that's mainly what we'll be looking at with these tools and seeing what kind of effect we can have in comparison to running some of the horizontal tools.
Well, I know we're up here in Michigan, and a lot of guys west of here in other states have gotten their corn planted. Any thoughts in terms of, you know, if it keeps raining, when do you call it quits? When do you move on?
Well, one thing we want to look at there is probably their insurance package and looking at their preventative planting date. So that'll change based on the area that they're in. So, you know, here in Michigan we look at about June 5th is our preventative planting date for corn. So we get to that tail end of May, first part of June, we start thinking about either holding off or switching maybe some things to beans.